everybody? Thanks for stopping by my channel, Esteemed Queen Mentality. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below so that way you get to know when I post all of my tea talks. I know y'all probably thinking like, what have we done to be able to get 3 videos in a week? Time management. I mean, that's pretty much how I can really sum it up, okay? So, by all means, hi to our new subscribers. What's up to our returning subscribers? For the ones that are in our warrior community, we are already finishing up our second quarterly read for our book club, so be sure that y'all come over there for that, as well as we are going to be having a dream workshop pretty soon. So when you become a warrior in our community, you automatically have access to all those things, okay? Outside of that, get your water, get your wine, get whatever it is that you sipping on and bring it close. I am pretty sure y'all saw that thumbnail. I think that thumbnail is very precise and to the point of what we need to talk about in this tea talk, okay? Now, in our book club, we have been discussing the 3 battlegrounds, okay? I forgot the name of the author, Francine something. I'm sorry. But the book is everything you need to read if you're a person that has a third eye open, that is aware of things, even the unknown. However, there's a part in the book that I definitely thought I was to summarize our notes, or better yet, summarize what we discussed and bring it to y'all, just to give y'all a little snippet of what we talk about in our warrior community, okay? So, get your water, get your wine, get whatever it is that you're sipping on, bring it close. Now, another reason why I decided to do this video is because I received a question in the warrior community via Facebook in regards to, it's getting warm outside, and so she pretty much had a certain issue in regards to her confidence, in regards to, okay, well, how am I supposed to stand out? And I'm just like, just stand in your skin and be who you are. That's how that worked. And she was really shocked about my answer. And it's just like, look, like you shouldn't have to shed any less clothing just because someone's standing beside you naked. Like, hindsight 2020, we all came into this world that way. So, like, that shouldn't be a surprise to you. If that's what people know, that's what they use. But that doesn't mean for you to discount your character just to get attention. Because sometimes that attention is not what you want. My grandmother always used to say, be careful of the advertisements that you put out. Because there can be somebody out here, like R. Kelly, that can haul off and answer your advertisement. And she was very well true, open, and honest about it. Like, she didn't leave any rock unturned in regards to that saying, because it's true. If you carry yourself like you want to be respected, whether they don't respect you or they do, you're going to get a result. But when you're out here with leniency on who you're willing to become to be accepted, you come into this thing called fatal attraction, okay? And that's exactly what I told her. And what I'm trying to tell y'all is the same thing I told her. This video is to keep fatal attraction from happening, because there's some people out here, fatal attraction can happen, and then the next thing you know, bitch, it's basic instinct. And we don't need that. We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? They already label us as angry, but only seahorses know what we go through as women, okay? That's the only of male species I know that can have babies and birth them. Okay, and the gag is they underwater, so even if they scream into the top of their lungs, bitch, we can't hear you. So you want to talk about somebody being angry? I'm just saying. I just had a little spurt. Sometimes people can feel a little bit entitled, but nonetheless, that's how people who have that energy carry themselves. Okay, they carry themselves with leniency and mind and physical ability, and as well as how far they'll go to be able to obtain something. And I look at fatal attraction like stealing. If you got to steal it, you don't need it. That was another thing, another saying my grandmother was really, really big on. If you got to steal it, you don't need it. So I had to help her understand something in regards to fatal attraction. And the topic that really had this really come full circle, a 180 in my head, is the fact of, we were discussing Jezebel spirits. We were discussing how to distinguish a Jezebel spirit, how it's disguised, how the spirit can move from person to person. You know, we were looking at those things almost literally underneath like a spiritual microscope. And that's how this treatment came along for this video. So these are a couple of summary tips, or summarized tips, that I got from my notes from the book club meeting. Okay, so you got to understand, the very thing that distracts you can be the very thing that ends you. We hear it all the time. You know, we have celebrities are coming out the woodwork, coming out the bushes, girl, talking about some, you know, they will have, if they knew everything that they left their life for out there to be accepted and to be noticed, had they known what it came with, they would have just kept their mediocre lives of living close to paycheck and a half to paycheck and enjoying the peace that they took advantage of. And a lot of times we want things so bad, but we don't know how they're cultivated, and we don't know how they're supposed to be bred in order for them to be healthy. And a lot of times, you know, we get this outside look of what can be nice, and what can be done, and the fact that you have the ability to do it. And then once you understand that you have the opportunity, it's just like, oh, you just go and you blow the full-blown privilege of being able to experience it, all because you want to add in and incorporate things you have no business dealing with. I don't care if it's a vice, I don't care if it's a person. Anything that distracts you from your goal, it can be fatal if you don't know what you're getting yourself into. I don't care if that's you just, you know, doing some research on a college course before you haul off and sign up for it, which that's why they have prerequisites. Or it so happens before you start a job or a career, you want to research how much you're going to get paid, how much A, B, C, D, F, G. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. If you are not careful about how you read some of these recs out here or advertisements about what they want, they will expect you to come in with a college degree and be willing to take damn near close to barely minimum wage. And you have to be careful of things like that, because they can promise you a really pretty package once you put in your effort and your energy. And then once you get in there, you're dead tired, you're burnt out, you sick of the job before you're able to find the pleasure in it. And then it's like you're right back onto the rat race again. Like, certain things can be fatal to you mentally. Certain things can be fatal to you physically, emotionally, all of that. So we have to be careful, and we got to be able to separate what we do from like our energy. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can really understand the motive behind what you're doing. That's another video that we're going to do in our Patreon community for our book club. But you have to be careful, because believe it or not, a lot of times when we go and do something that we just seem like, you know, is to be out of character, it's because, or out of character for us, it's because at that time we didn't understand how we need to separate our actions from our energy. And if you don't, you know, you're quick to be hot-tempered, you know, the whole kiddo bag, like, for real. Like, I had a friend, right, we went to the store, went and got some food. Now, mind you, I done already called, ordered the food, everything. That was maybe like 2 minutes from the time that I had told him, like, y'all, I had already ordered the food or whatever. Now, mind you, it's chicken wings. Anyone that knows, chicken wings take about a good 14 minutes, 15 minutes, 16 if you like them crispy, okay? And so, once I ordered it, we right up the street around the corner. It'll take no time at all. Just, you know what I'm saying? By the time we get across the street and around the corner, it's going to probably already be waiting for us. So, instead, they decide that they want to go ahead and rush and go. I'm not saying anything. You know, because it's just like, I already told you what you needed to know. So when we get there, we wait. I go up there, ask for the food, and she says, you know, what I already know, okay? Going into this, it's not ready because we just ordered it. So they're like, oh no. So they go in, they asking 1,000 questions. I get the same answer. It's not ready. And when I went in and got the food and everything, I was like, please tell me y'all didn't spit my food. Please tell me y'all didn't spit my food. She was like, no, but friends have quick tempers. And I don't mean no harm, but that's how I remember her saying it. And she said it so fast. That's how quick they went from like 0 to 100. Because when she said it, I literally had to grab the food, look at it. By the time I asked for chopsticks and duck sauce, it had registered with me what she said. And I'm just like, why am I just now getting it? Any other time, any other language I'm fluent with? And that's when I heard spiritually, because that's how quick their tempers are. If you're not careful about what you're going into, even if you knew I was ordering the food with what you wanted to order, you already knew it was going to take time. It was more than one meal in that order. So for us to get there, and you're shocked that it's not ready, but it takes us a fraction of the time to get there versus them make it. You going in there and you bucking and cussing, trying to have a crime mob concert with only one little old lady in there waiting on her lo mein noodles. You liable to haul off and walk into someone throwing some hot ass oil on you or telling you that you can't come back here no more. The choice is yours. But that's what I'm talking about that fatal attraction. It's like when we can't separate energy and action, that's what we get. And it can easily distract you, especially if that lets you get your way all the time, every time. At some point, you have to grow up emotionally and mentally, so that way, however tall you are, it really matches with your age. Ain't nothing worse than tall ass adult ass children. I don't get it. I don't get it. So like I told her, you know, you seeing them going out showboating, showing everything but damn near their areolas, you gotta understand there's a Jezebel energy, a Jezebel spirit behind it. And sometimes these people out here that we idolize, and then they tell us that life isn't really what it's cracked up to be, that's because they couldn't separate common sense, action, energy, and influence all apart from one another. So they couldn't and wouldn't have that bad of damage from that fatal attraction. Because a lot of times people don't understand, like, the industry can make you and it can kill you. Point blank period. And that, like, you have to understand there's a checks and balance with everything. Just like I told her. That's why I told her, just keep doing you. Keep doing you, and the right people will see it. The right people will be attracted to it. But you still have to discern who's in disguise. Fuck who's there that's genuine. We need to get these wolves up out of these packs first, because they all seeming to start to dress like sheeps. And I damn sure know a sheep, a real one, from a party clown suit. We not about to do that. We not about to do that. So like I told her, I said be careful what entertains your time. Your time is valuable. So therefore, everything that you do, it should have everything that you spend your time on should have some type of value to it. It should be trying to help grow you. It should be trying to help manifest you. It should be trying to help build you. It shouldn't be trying to stifle you, make you stagnant, make you feel like, you know, you're not going to be able to get anywhere. Same thing. And ultimately, that is, believe it or not, the Jezebel spirit can actually do that. It can literally hop from one person's energy to another person's energy. And when I read that, I was like completely shocked. But if you think about it, generational curses, they have that same fatal attraction if we don't break the chains, right? So, again, like I told her, when you feel more self-entitled than anti-entitled, you'll stop reasoning and become more conscious to unknown and high-risk territories. When you decide to be anti-self-entitled, you realize that just because you can wear a bathing suit doesn't mean that you need to wear it around everybody. Just because you have a certain luxury or you know more than this, that, and third, doesn't mean that you need to show it off to everybody. Okay? Joseph, didn't he keep his business to himself? I may be paraphrasing, but I think he did. Or at least he should have. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. And even then, let me also tell you a reason why this too. Because like I said, we don't need nothing turned into basic instinct. Okay, so when you go out here and you glow in and showboat in and all that good stuff, you got to understand you're trying to magnetize a Jezebel spirit. You're trying to put yourself amongst a group of people that feed off of energy that subtracts from real things that really mean shit to things that literally, if you're not careful, someone will answer that advertisement. And you don't know how they gonna pay for whatever it is you trying to show out, give up, or make other people feel like they're under, all because you want to be seen on a higher level. Like I told her, let me explain something to you. My value isn't in the next person standing beside me. I have to have some royal value of my own by myself, because there's no reason for me to go for less than when I didn't come from that. You have to understand, when God put you in this world, you are blessed from royalty, so you shouldn't receive anything less than. So when you feel as if like someone's trying to deceive and curve you of attention that you deserve, all they're simply doing is attracting shit that you don't need to have qualify and be in your circle. If this freaking rock was not in the way, I will be stumping your heart right now, because I'm telling you what I know. Your confidence isn't in being noticed by someone else other than the creator. And that's what fatal attraction is attracting, is you being distracted. And that's a distraction. If she don't have on enough clothes, I would pack my stuff up and went on somewhere else. I don't give a damn. What she do has her here. And if she's not willing to shake that off and want to be of more, you can look cute in a one piece. You don't have to have a micro 3-piece, 2-piece on to be seen as somebody. Think of it like this. A lot of people out here get plastic surgery just still to get cheated on. But you didn't hear that from me. I had a friend tell me that. So with that being said, don't allow things that are not already around you. If they're not already blessings, if they're already not gifted for you, in you, don't entertain it. Because a lot of times people go and get surgeries and they thinking that it's supposed to do something for them, and it slowly kills them because they don't know what they're putting in their body. They don't know what they're doing internally. They just want to show on the outside that to you think they feel good. And when we don't realize, like, when we are not happy with the decisions and choices that we make, we turn on each other. And that's when we become targets of fatal attraction. So it's just like a domino effect in a big ass circle. And it's just like, we can't let that type of mentality murk us off. Okay, at some point someone has to intercede. So I encourage you to stay in your own lane and stay focused. Stay focused. There's nothing wrong with you rocking alone. There's nothing wrong with you being by yourself. You're not by yourself if you love yourself. You're not by yourself if you value yourself. And you're not by yourself if you're willing to wait until someone that is deserving genuinely, and you'll know the signs, comes along and treats you like the royalty you deserve. Now, let me tell you something, because let me go ahead and flip a personality out on you real quick before I leave. Because some of y'all, you listen to all this music, all this Cardi B and stuff. If he ain't got money, he ain't getting this girl. Look, let me tell you something. They ain't got none batteries can I sit here and fix for you. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, we need to stop listening to that type stuff and then still expect someone to open the door for you. But what you listen to degrades the man just as much as you degrade the man if he don't open the door. Like, again, we got to get to a point it makes sense and it balances out. Because right now it's not. It's not. Okay? So in order for us not to be a target of misery, for misery to avoid our doorsteps, we have to understand that when we see that type of energy and when we feel it and we feel like it's trying to attract us to them and vice versa, if it has to intrude into your lane and catch you off guard to get your attention, let it go. Let it go. I told her, girl, I would have flapped out the sand in my towel, threw that bitch over my shoulder and went on somewhere else. Because what they do shouldn't affect you. You're not them and they're not you. That's where the difference of opinion and people come in. But there's an equilibrium that makes it so there's a mutual respect. So, I'm about to go and rip my light out, y'all. Y'all about to have me up in here shouting. Anyway, y'all be sure. Y'all tell me what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. And until next time, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.